special on Abadage, because Genex is the one that plays a lot of set. I like it.
It's a big confident pick, though, to pick it into someone who loves playing this champion so much. And
to hear the players as well.
oh, no. So you know what they're doing. There's the pull in. That's going to be a clean combo, but Abadage gets the shield out. That's going to be the haymaker. First blood coming in. Genex going to make it out to safety. Courtesy here. This is bold. They don't have a smite in the area, but they want to take the fight anyway. This is definitely not the fight that they're looking to take, but now Pantheon ultimate is on the way in. Maybe they can get things kicked off. GP ult is there as well. All of Schalke now on the retreat. Dream's getting taken down. Abadage next on the list. Clean fight initiation from SK. We get further.
That's also so rough, as I mentioned before. GP not being able to buy MR convincingly is going to be super awkward. Who got the first one?
Cycle for both these teams, but a 1k gold advantage building up for SK. We'll have to see if it's enough to keep them going, but that's going to be a big ult coming from Trick, trying to get the fight kicked off. NX is there as well. Flash. Doesn't have, or doesn't want to commit his ult, rather. Dream's going to be blocked out there, but now the fight's coming on. That's the dunk, that's the ulti as well. Trick has to run for the hills. The haymaker will not connect. Suddenly Abadage has overstayed. Low commit here, snipes that one out. Genex faced the wrong way on that.
No flash.
Body slam goes forward. Ulti comes in from Crown Shot. That's the snare to escape. But Schalke.
I can just think of like some
flash hook. We wanted it, and there it is. Dreams now getting the fight kicked off. Crown Shot laying down the turret, trying to zone NX away, but not enough damage to stop. Limit just getting bopped in these exchanges. Pantheon now coming in, but right into the waiting arms of SK. Suplex back, leaps in onto NX. NX flashing out onto safety. Shield now falls away, the hook now comes in, and that's going to be it. Schalke aced that fight, 3-6. The one shot.
It's just no matter how insanely fed he gets, there is still so much CC he needs to get through. Because he needs to get through Set, Gragas, Nautilus. If those three players are kind of gone. Is this game real?
How can this game be real if Trick's Rift Herald isn't real?
Yeah, where is it now?
Kind of waiting now for Schalke to get this fight kicked off. Trick has been caught out. He has not found anyone alone by themselves. He is just going to get dumped down. If you're not the Predator, you're the Predator.
Moment still has time to go base in preparation for this Infernal Dragon. Schalke, Abadage with the push
ultimates. Not a lot more to say than that.
Terrible, honestly.
Terrible. Ooh, but that one was pretty good. Limit now caught out. Gargoyle Stone played a little bit too late, but might just be just enough to save him. Tick it down. There's Origen. He's finally decided it's time to play League of Legends, as he already has the death cap. Ulti damage will be denied for the most part. Odoamne now fearless. He just runs face first to the SK lineup. Schalke still dead even in gold, but are going to start to pull ahead here as they break the mid lane tower. Yamato, what did we just witness?
Honestly, I felt like they wanted to scare them away. It worked for a moment, and then Schalke kind of realized they just entered. And they just came back in. Limit was out of position. The barrel, we saw it, and Schalke pick up a mid turret on top of that dragon. That's positive, because usually teams would just rush.
But I just feel like the ease of execution is on the side of Schalke. You said it earlier, and we have to say it again. But Dreams potentially overstaying the knockback there onto Trick. Definitely a difficult day for him, but here comes Pantheon, maybe to save the day. Trick doing a lot of damage there on the follow-up. Finally getting something done, but does go down in the meantime. Crown Shot not going to connect on the ult. Suddenly he finds himself in the midst of Odoamne. That's going to be a big problem. The Vladimir coming in. That's going to be the RKO. Maybe just enough as Odoamne can start to chase these kills down. NX still alive. Abadage
needs to play aggressive there. Also, I like the Trick took the decision to not take the Lantern. He just went in, because even though
there's scaling damage options, but the Diana not really doing a whole lot. Trick with the pullback. This might be the fight that they finally need. That's going to be a big Aphelios ult to follow. NX now has to run for his life. GP ult a little bit misplaced, but the shutdown comes in. Right when it matters most, Limit finds the hook, but it's Abadage and Odoamne versus the world. You have to be careful. There's the ult, there's the turn, there's the pullback on the face breaker. Odoamne trying to get something done, but Abadage the last man standing. The touchdown means Crown Shot's dead, and Abadage's got a keen way to get out of this one. Abadage still fighting, still fearless. The pullback, haymaker goes in.
Deny the freaking soul. It's such a big deal. They live to fight another day.
The coin flip players of solo queue definitely take a lot of risks around snowball champions that they maybe shouldn't. Odoamne going in for the one-on-one. Sakura, though, trying to make his way out. Okay. Goes golden, buys a bit more time. Pantheon now on the way, and they're going to be able to pick off Odoamne. That's going to be one kill. That's going to be crucial. The healing is not going to come in time. SK are going to... Is this going to be a big throw? NX obviously has the ultimate available as well. There's no Braum on the opposite side to mitigate the damage on this one. Genex could look to come over the wall. Abadage with the pullback. The hook's now going in. Dreams has been caught out, but definitely not the man that you want to hit. Big MF ball means the Trick is already dead before the fight even gets kicked off. But there's Sakura, there's the barrel. Unfortunately, the auto attack comes through, denies the barrel activation. Sakura definitely caught no man. Abadage absolutely unkillable, but 2 members is going to be enough. Shredded down. Crown Shot. They do have a lot of burst on their champions, though. Ground shot getting lower and lower. Lurok's ultimate up and available. He's just going to use it to throw back. Going in. This is one off. That's going to be Dragon Soul. Now Dreams is on the way in. Odoamne has the Infernal Soul, and he's running into the back line. Abadage is going to come over the wall. Shot's now in no man's land, but this might just be a disaster. Odoamne's still living, still fighting. Limit running for the hills, but Abadage's there and waiting, and now he has to run this team down. Crown Shot needs to get out. Flash forward from Abadage. The face breaker for the pullback. Dunks down with the RKO. The shutdown coming out. Trick leaps in, but just to his death. Schalke smashed the fight. Lurok's making it happen.
So the mini wave is quite far away, but a beautiful fight there. Lurok's found the smite and then the Infernal Soul. I feel like besides the damage it does with the comets and all, it kind of a big motivator as well as you see the sound in game. It's kind of scary and all.
Definitely the #1 thought on their mind. Strike fear into the heart of the enemy. And a well-played fight by the side of Schalke. Disaster for SK. And we said you're playing for your lives. Schalke closing it out cleanly in the end to move up to 3-11.
That was an interesting game. SK. Okay. Don't like the LeBlanc too much. Because usually with LeBlanc you want to have an AD jungler like a Rek'Sai or a Lee Sin to play for them.
BM. Coming through.
Another.
In, pulled back. KazaLoLL's got to be hitting himself for that one. And KazaLoLL's going to go down. The snipe coming over the wall.
I feel like KazaLoLL is doing a little bit too much of covering for his lanes because he's falling behind here. He's going to reach 6th level very, very late.
Selfie going forward, trying to find the snare, the lock up. Selfie still looking for this one. The flash in, the play back. Selfie's going to grab the kill. Pressure on the bottom side to get a little bit of something done. Steelback still stealing camps left and right. This time it goes to Comp. The play back from Steelback. They're getting things kicked off. A little bit of damage goes down, but Steelback now the one in trouble. He is going to give up his life. Schemes only level 5, but Selfie going to find another kill on the Ture.
What are these smites, KazaLoLL? They're always so close. Lack of patience.
Over the wall too.
Going in. Ignite.
Selfie goes in. Is gonna make it out. No, he's dead. But I'm just gonna say
managing to get mid prior always because Gragas and Trash are threatening, and then they recover all the way into bottom. Com gets the pressure. He needs to take that wave, and right now, complete. Is that a? There's a recent
Metal
game,
Gear Solid, classic. Shoutouts again. Despite the fact that Vitality are absolutely were smashing early on, the goal to start to even up be the fight. They need to get things kicked off. Vitality now have to be careful. KazaLoLL coming in, Selfie on the outside is going to be big. Going in with the haymaker, the dunk back down. KazaLoLL needs to make it out, but no. Excel just grouping up his 5, forcing the fight and getting so much done. Varus coming in. Corruption's not going to spread. Mickey can look for the stun here. KazaLoLL coming over the wall. Vitality
picks over and over with the LeBlanc, with the Trash. In 5v5s they will struggle.
Maybe they can get something done here in the mid lane. There's no ult for the map.
I don't like the Vitality is chasing up here because the Infernal Drake is open. I feel like the next turret is not in danger. Maybe we'll have a chase here. Predator is on. Steelback with Moby Boots coming around. Selfie with the jumps. This could be huge.
Now we see the fight coming out. Steelback is going to find the lock up there and expect now leaping face first into the enemy team. This is definitely not where he wanted to end up. This TP not being able to be canceled, defending many players, but he gets the oranges and he's managed to cleanse his way out of the suppression, but it's still not going to be enough. Expect running for the hills with Vitality finding another kill for themselves. You can see here on the rest of the replay, Infernal Drake is going to go down in the meantime in favor of Vitality. KazaLoLL follows. They're just bullying off the tower. All they did is say, hey, back up. We're throwing these ults. You're going to respect the additional gold GP's going to get anyway. Ooh, Selfie though,
should be dead.
Not the play that he wants. Knockup will come through, and that's going to be it. The hook goes in. The double dash, not enough. Maybe now in the mid lane we get to see something. Ulti will connect to the KazaLoLL. Steelback can go there for the follow-up, but it's not going to happen quite yet. The flash, the hook will connect on the support. That's going to get the fight kicked off, but Patrick now just gets the throw to the backside. Whoa, and if that was pre-nerf of Excel. So slow incremental advantage is the name of the game right now for this team. But Excel, composition much easier to execute. The Varus, the one that we have to keep our eyes on. What is Comp going to do in these fights? Ultimate available now. Selfie, obviously, with the Banshee's not going to get hooked up either by Ture. GP all comes in. Comp going to be in trouble. That's going to be at least 4 or 5 man potentially with the Varus ultimate. They are going to grab the Dragon, and they now should look to walk away. Backing away. Baron getting shredded through. Cabo still setting sights on the bottom side of the map. All eyes on Skeens. They're backing off. 2k health. They can look to burst this one down, but they're just pulling back the control wards in the pit. There's really no pressure here. KazaLoLL just keeps pushing on the bottom side. Excel are actually the ones that need to make a decision. They're losing things in the meantime. Here, Skeen's coming as well. There's a lot of disruption, a lot of poke coming down. Cabo off to the side, the dunk back, the suplex. 3K health in the Dragon. Keep your eyes on that Infernal Soul. Steal back to find the chain. Selfie into the backside. Skeen's buying as much space for comp as he can. The GP ult goes down. Big ult comes in from Patrick. Not enough, however. Excel going to grab that Infernal in the end. Oh, and now Selfie's dead as well. This is perfect for Excel. It's everything that they needed. The coordination wasn't quite there. The comp is there for Excel. And at the end of the day, big win.
It's so difficult for Vitality to execute this fight because, honestly, comp was outside because of the GPU. So here we have another.
And
yes, flash.
Injury. Cabochard, the pullback, the lantern's there. But it's been body blocked by wards. He can zoom in and click it. He just can't. That's a shutdown. Cabo can't do anything here. He just gets kited if he steps forward. That means the tower will drop. One comp in this fight.
It's spotted.
It's going to be big. Selfie could still try to come in. They're going to take the 50-50. Cell trying to play risk-free, but Vitality know they need to take some chances here. Ulti goes in, does not connect. GP ultimate used as well. That's going to be big. Cabo standing on the front line, but Comp still can't get anything done. Keep your eyes on the bars. Just zoned away from the fight. Definitely not what they wanted to get things kicked off. Double stopwatch now used. Skeen's going to be in trouble. Manages to make his way out of the pit. But no, Mickey still finds the kill. Comp standing on the back line. It's too little, it's too late. But Selfie takes down Kadrol. They manage to take the Drake. They kill the jungler and they get it. Infernal Soul's up for Vitality. Comp is still alive. The shutdown comes through. Cabo desperately wants to get something done, but at the end of the day, XL are just
maybe waited it out and done something better with it. XL, Patrick staying alive, as long as he doesn't die, the damage is going to be there and he's going to be able to deliver.
Selfie, the lone man. They hook him, they win the game, but intermittently canceled. If Vitality try to rush a Baron at this point, but no chance. Goodbye to Skeens. You bait the trap, you watch him come in. It's perfect. It might not be Splinter Cell, but it's certainly big game Hunter. He has Mimic Distortion, but that should just be it. Honestly, Excel just going for the victory lap at this point. It is, I mean, we can call it the GG for immobile carries. Oh, now the Gragas ulti comes out. Comp is going to make it up to safety, but a single auto takes half his health. And there's really just nothing for him to do. Excel walking this one down, slowly moving into the enemy base. Any hook that connects should be a death sentence for the team. And that's going to be it. They're just there. I mean, they're walking in. Vitality, one last stand.
No engage at all.
Skeens is really the only engage option they have. Cabo walking forward is definitely not going to be enough.
Cabo maybe TP on these wards somehow. Or chill there, yeah, that works too.
Going in, the hook will only hit a creep though from Steelback. Steelback now caught out. Comp now gets a free hit, but they lose a member in the meantime. Selfie body blocks with the clone. Lots of damage coming in from Comp. Comp now starting to shred. That's the shutdown. Vitality buddy.
They can maybe end if they fight here. Double TP into base is also very dangerous. The super creeps are knocking on heaven's door right there.
Kadrol over the wall. By XL, they're going to take the risky play. They're already going to risk the 50-50. They find Kadrol, he's over the wall. They're going to try to get it kicked off, but no. Gargoyle's stone blade just too strong. He's simply too tanky. TP's now going into the base. It might be enough to just end the game. It's Expect versus the world. I don't even think they see it coming. It's double TP now. The dump back for Vitality. They finally win a fight, but they're going to lose the game. XL grabbing the win here against Vitality.
XL find the cheeky. Anything from her either, just picking up the spares and you're going to get rendered anyway. And the Victor last pick.
Humanoid.
Dive top or Omek crashing this big wave. Rogue inspired. Wait for Larsen now. No jump for Larsen. They're going.
Scaling. Setups there. Trying to find the stun. Pull back. They're going to be able to grab it. Walk away. Inspired using the passive to tank. To survive. The TP as well. There's absolutely no way they escape this. It's going to take a fumble from Rogue for them to get out. Now knocked back into the wall. Larsen laying down a little bit of damage. Vander tanking up for now. They're going to walk away. Inspired on the outside. Tanks the tower. They will make it out. Shadow trying to get something back to body slam over the wall. He's going to get one. But that's going to be it still.
Because what I like to say usually, 2K lead. At this point in time, gold begets gold. This is going to snowball.
Absolutely. Now Rome's one level 6 for Hansama. Throws it down and Inspired going to grab the kill there. Oof, will not push for anything else, but Rogue smashing Mad Lions. These are two teams tied in the standings, but it does not look that way because now they're going for the big plays. The exhaust comes in, the dunk down. Carzzy can't get anything done. Finn gives him the 1-2 punch, the knockout blow. Kaiser has to run for the hills, flashing away. Infernal Drake over to Mad, getting closer to Soul Point very early on. That's the second map objective that Rogue have just conceded. A little bit questionably.
As Rogue, they are allergic to objectives in this one. Because with the leads they have and the position they're in, they should definitely find the timing here. But basing for a dagger, Tristana. Is that really necessary?
They come over the wall, they're looking for the flank. That's going to be the ulti. The follow-up is not there as the hook connects. The TP now coming in. Vander needs to make it out to safety, and he's just going to get shredded through. Gravity field there. The dunk back. Connected tries to dash to safety. He'll be able to do so. Vander running for the hills, but it's not going to be enough. Good damage comes in from Rogue. Still, sure. Yeah, this is the Macklemore. Just get what you can.
Good position for Mad.
And Mad, missing that ult though is a pretty big deal. It's a lot of CC or damage that they're going to miss out on, and now Rogue feeling a little bit more confident to step forward. The burst isn't there for this team. And the sustained damage is, for now, it's a very slow fight. Aroma having to flash to safety. The exhaust already comes in, but now Finn is in the midst of the entire team. The Haymaker, the dunk back down, and that's going to be all that they need. Now Larson leaping forward. He gets the reset. He can jump one more time over into the pick. Goodbye to Shadow. That's going to be 4, and just like that. He's getting more experience. At this point, more gold. 3-0-3. Essentially 2 items than we expected. They got so many objectives before that one, but because of how much that went in Rogue's favor, I feel like not a lot else that they can do. In the meantime, it does mean the Cloud Drake goes down for Rogue, so denying the Soul for at least a little bit longer. Cloud Soul, not hugely important, but Rogue, if they do continue to stack these up, will get an immense amount of ult cooldown reduction, which does matter for champions like the Syndra. Hansama, though, now in trouble. Shadow, though, not going to overpush.
Set this far.
Karzi in the middle of the pit. Now they're trying to get things kicked off. Larson now leaps out to safety. The Dragon's still very much alive, but now Finn is running face first in. Shadow's down. Jungler is down. Once again, Mad overcommitting on the objective. The pull back, the face breaker. More than enough to take down Karzi. The reset's now coming in. Larson on the hunt. No way Aroma can get away from this one, but he can try to turn. It's simply too little too late. Larson now looking for one more, too. Karzi alive still, but the leap over the wall. He's going to get taken down. Nothing left. The entire team shredded through the... Nothing you can do. Kaiser goes down early in the fight. Karzi's still alive, but there's just too many people left standing. And in the meantime, while we're reviewing that last fight,
now that if they want to win an early game, it's always through bottom. Playing weak side, top side, always, you can see them as a very predictable team at this point in time.
Have Rogue predicted this, however. Flank comes in from Shadow. They have. The hook connects. Shadow definitely going forward too soon. That was not good.
Looking for a miracle, I guess.
Yes, definitely not the place you should be looking. To be fair, very, very telegraphed. The team was not in position. Vander just turned, gets the hook. RKO comes in, and Finn's looking for style points at this point. Haymaker through. Now unstoppable, and honestly, at this stage, Rogue are obliterating the Mad Lions. There were question marks for a few minutes there, around that Rift Herald, around that Dragon, but now Rogue are just cleaning up.
All about that early game. Those 2 dives really set the tone for the rest of the game, and that gold advantage kept them in it. Gold begets gold, and they just keep growing, and now they are huge. Sitting on death cap and base for Syndra. 3 inhibitors.
And the good news is...
Good news?
For Mad Lions, they get a lot more gold now that these inhibitors are down, and if they kill Vander, they may get a shutdown. The bad news is, the game is over. They are dead men walking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So much blood on this floor. They're just bleeding out, man. Bleeding out.
They're trying it, but it's a shot to the gut here. The TPs are coming in. They're just double TPing back. They want to end this game. They do not want to give Matt any more opportunities. Double super minion waves are going to start to come in. The Predator's already been popped for Shadow. Very small window here for this fight, but they're just trying to delete Shadow before the fight can even get kicked off. Larson still untouched, still doing so much damage. The RKO comes in. Finn pulling 3 members back. He goes gold and he buys a bit more time. And that's really it. It's style points at this point. Larson gets the reset. He leaps in. He leaps out. Inspired body block and make sure Hansama can escape. And Rogue are going to end with 5 members standing. A clean victory to secure sole control at the top of the table.
Azir is what I'm thinking, yeah. Sorry, mate. Azir is the go-to for Featherman. We know that it is a very staple matchup between the 2 mid laners. Use of the ultimate there to proc the Severum to give him the healing, but now Razork looking for upset. No flash.
No flash. Kicked back. Does have the heal as Razork tries to trade onto him. An upset will be first blood. Misfits secured in the bottom. And that was some of what Misfits wanted in the early game.
Bring this up. Do you remember why it was a 50-minute game?
Because they didn't have any engage.
Right, so let's now move on to the Misfits composition.
Okay.
Shurima shuffle or a flank or a collapse in order to actually start their fights. So they're going to be able to get to their late game state very comfortably.
Yep.
And they have all the engage tools in the world, so they should be able to start lane. And these are the kind of things that you need to do in order to find it. And now Razork is looking for one right now.
Nukeduck's going to get kicked back, but Xerxes on his way. Nukeduck trying to get away. Already one down, and Xerxes now caught in no man's land. Destiny going to try and help him as Xerxes flashes over the Glacial Fissure. Teleport coming in as Mordekaiser's pushing this mid lane. Upset is going to be a while before he gets there. Alfari could look for the flank as the Death Guard comes out. Upset Xerxes jumping forward as Upset gets in there as well, and Dandan's rooted up. Alfari now with the flank TP as he comes in. Dandan low underneath the turret, taking chunk after chunk. Flash away from B-Boy, but Alfari chases him down with a slice of dice, and that's two for Origen in the mid lane. Teleport comes in.
Sieging on you underneath the tower because he can do it from such a long range, and his CC is so obnoxious. So the
as we've said quite a few times, Origen just want this game to keep on going. Razork tries to jump away here with the safeguard. Will kick Xerxes back. The bullet time used once again as Destiny jumps forward. There's the Moonlight Vigil, and Razork's already dead. Danik next on the menu as Nukeduck's going to chase him down with a Gatling gun. Danik will be able to escape underneath the turret with a good, well-timed flash, but now Upset and Origen have the inner track on this tower. Mid-tier 1 will fall, and Misfits, well, they're starting to break at the seams here.
Yeah, Origen going on as the hook comes through from Destiny. Now, Misfits will, of course, secure themselves the Drake. That is because
they take that one team fight and then they bleed you out from your own jungle. Right now, all of these camps can be taken by OG, and it means that Razork will
long-range poke themselves with both Aphelios and Corki, but Destiny has been caught out, doesn't have the flash.
Winter's Bite will land. Sonic Wave as well, chases him down, looking for the kick on Destiny as the Depth Charge comes in. Xerxes jumps forward, knocked back, but there's the Infernum damage from Upset. Destiny's been hit by the Sonic Wave again, but here comes Nukeduck from the side. Destiny down, bullet time coming out, but B-Boy has been isolated by Nukeduck. Forbidden almost dies to the long-range shot from Upset, and the chase is on for Origen. 4v2 right now as Dandan is nowhere to be found, and the rest of his team may be dead by the time he arrives. Febby down, that's a triple, give it to him. Nukeduck looking for the quadra, but Upset's gonna take it away. He gets the fourth, and Dandan.
But it was Frost that made the comparison. The tortoise versus the hare. But this is not a race, Medic. This is a cage match. And unfortunately for the hare...
Origen now 8 kills to 3 up as Forbidden's caught underneath the tower. The Let's Bounce is going to knock him back as Xerxes goes in. Emperor's Divide's going to catch him out, and now comes the TP from Misfits. Xerxes, that was way too greedy, way too far. He's going to get shut down.
Difficult for Misfits to be able to respond. Their only option is to invest on one side of the map to try and find a kill, find a pick. But Alfari now making his way down.
Dandan pops the ult onto Nukeduck, the only one without a QSS out of the two of them. The Death's Grasp comes out, but Nukeduck's not going to get pulled back as the TP from Forbidden's going to try and join the fight. They're looking for the concussive blows on Alfari, but already he kills out Razork with the help of Nukeduck. And now the turn and burn is on. Upset opens up the bullet time to shut down Febby, trying to get in, flashes out. That's a double for Forbidden. And now perhaps they can keep on chasing. They decide against it. They want to back off. Nukeduck's still at 4 HP. You can't really go too much further. But Misfits are finding a couple of kills. However, ticking health bars, low health bars for Misfits means that Origen will be able to take this mid-tier 2.
Yeah, Origen are getting pretty hungry for blood right now. Going for a 2 versus 4 play underneath that tower. Nukeduck and Alfari kind of against the world. Origen, while they do lose a few members, they're still able to keep the siege going. Xerxes now rejoining the fight. Dandan gonna lose his life.
Not quite, Vedius. That's why the play-by-play is my job. Forbidden's gonna try and change.
Walk away happy. They're likely going to be waiting for the next Baron to spawn. With that, they can look to end the game again. The longer the Misfits, if Misfits can even upset in the situation.
And it's the reason we put so much focus on Forbidden as Razork gets caught out. Pops his stopwatch. Xerxes looking for the jump in as they jump straight onto Razork. Forbidden trying to get into the bottom side of the fight, but B-Boy, he's just been caught out. He's been left alone. Left by his own team to the wolves, and Origen pounce. Dandan's going to be the second man to fall here as Alfari jumps forward, gets the stun onto Forbidden. Forbidden puts up the wall, but you can't divide this. Shut down for Nukeduck, and now Origen are just going to knock straight through the front door.
Ooh, flash in from Destiny, the hook lands.
And Danik will fall. Alfari on a killing spree. Yet to die on Renekton this split. He has played it twice. There's 3-0-6 across the course of Spring, and Origen prove that they belong amongst the top 3. Misfits put up a valiant fight, but Origen scaled, they scaled, and in the end, the tortoise beats the hare. Origen are going to be tied second at the end of the day. Looks like Akali will be locked in for G2.
Okay, so I think that this Yasuo will be going top lane, and the set will be going into mid. And then the expectation is that G2 have picked the Akali.
There's one that could lock him down underneath the turret. Of course, the disengage tool of the Monsoon on the Janna.
Fnatic made that swap happen. They can now set their sights on Perks. Remember, no flash available.
Whippo's going to jump in on the bottom side. You can see the charm coming into Perks. Whippo uses the showstopper to get out. Jankos tanking up the tower. Perks able to survive. And Whippo still alive underneath this turret. Let's switch down towards the bottom lane as Whippo continues to survive. But the prowling projectile will hit, and you have to think that he's not going to keep himself alive.
Securing more plates, and they will secure the first Infernal Drake as well. But honestly, I feel like
Fnatic can control it. Whippo's getting a free tier 2. G2 have kind of, well, I say free. It's pretty much free. G2 have just given him a lot of time.
Disengage is strong as well. Jankos does, of course, have the ult.
Pops it straight away. The showstopper's not going to chase him down. Nemesis not hit with the true shot barrage as Whippo tries to put a lot of damage down. There's the Monsoon. They're looking to try and take out Jankos before the fight really begins, but Jankos is still surviving. Perks now in the back line. He's gone down to about half HP. Whippo had to jump off towards the top side as Caps is trying to trade onto Nemesis. Nemesis gets the knocker, but Jankos has already killed Whippo. And now the fight really goes in here in earnest. The flash in from Southway. Reckless dives onto the back line, and Jankos, is he going to be able to get him? He gets him! 3v2 now in. Oh, it's a 3v3. Mickey's still alive. Hylissang low. Reckless self-made in the wrong jungle right now as Caps is on the chase. Reckless on a blast cone, but Caps is going to try and do what he can to chase him down. Nemesis and Selfmade and Reckless going to get chased down here. The speed up from the zoomies from Caps is just too strong. Reckless levels up, evolves in the jungle. Will G2 find him out? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, now you're on a ward, Reckless, but can you get away? He's going to clear some of this control out, and the teleport actually comes in from Fnatic. They're committing. Whippo's on his way. Reckless can just ring around and Rosie's get out through the bottom side of this jungle of Fnatic.
And he can do some serious damage. Akali, while she did get some nerfs, she also had to have a 2.5k gold lead right now. They have the Rift held. They're just using this to generate pressure because the Drake is likely their focus. Hylissang goes to the engage.
Immediately the Ragnarok used, but they dive onto Wonder, and already he's dead. Hylissang almost falls as well, but they can't quite get him. And now it's a 4v5 in favor.
Fnatic, after finding that pick, are actually looking to contest this.
Showstopper coming in, Cap secures it, but there's the face breaker. Jankos no ult, remember, he can't get out of this as the exhaust comes down. Fnatic able to survive, Selfmade with the perfect timing on his stopwatch, gets out alive.
Themselves is the best team in Europe right now, and by taking down this turret, that's a 4-0 turret advantage.
Current title holders.
There
it goes.
Continues to mount for Fnatic. Caps has spotted to Caps.
Selfmade's got a great flank here. They're looking for Caps. He's got flash. He dodges out from the explosive casting. Now Jankos is on the chase. There's the zoomies. Caps down to half HP. Here comes the final chapter, but it's not going to land onto Selfmade. Selfmade trying to get away. In the end, he will fall. Caps secures it. Good. Look at how quickly that Baron is going down. It's already down to about 5,000. You can see Selfmade quite low here as well. Caps might look for that true shot barrage. Jankos going to jump into the pit. He goes on top. He steals it! Jankos, so much weight on his shoulders in this game, and he manages to get the steal. Charm coming on to Perks here. There's the final chapter as well as they look to hours for them to reap the benefits of this Baron.
Such a surprising gamble.
Hylissang might be dead. Hylissang's dead.
He is in fact
He walked into the knocker.
Fnatic is just collapsing. What is going on? After they tried to force that play in top and they got punished, it feels as though like they're feeling all this pressure. Like we talked about the scaling, we talked about short in the late game, G2's comp is going to be difficult, but Fnatic have options. Fnatic do have a strong late game comp and they can play the side lanes, but they didn't utilize that. They didn't try to separate G2. They didn't try to take advantage of the fact that they have a TP advantage over G2.
2 towers down.
Might not have time to flip over as Fnatic's looking for a fight.
Whippo look for the flank here. Ragnarok comes out. Nemesis is going to take a little bit of damage as well. The final chapter's already been used. As you say, very early there, still going to get knocked up. Nemesis there, look at the knock-up onto Perks. They all dive in. The killer instinct from Reckless, trying to take out one. The showstopper gets in, and they jump onto the backline. There's the charm as well, and Fnatic. Maybe they found that fight as they catch all of G2 alive. But look at the healing coming out from the zoomies. Jankos still alive in this fight, and Nemesis having to run for the hills. G2 just healed up by that Yuumi.
How does no one die in this fight? It was so close from both teams. I thought Perks was going to get one shot. He ends up walking away. I thought Nemesis was done for, but he ends up surviving as well. At the end of the day, it's G2 who have priority over the mid lane. They walk away with the inhibitor. Be in a position to contest. They need to catch that bot wave. And G2 is just too quick to take the objective down.
And Wonder is just at the edge of it. Doesn't get caught by it. Would have cancelled the channel, would have removed all of that healing, and now Fnatic are the ones on the front foot.
Now, look, Caps is in the top lane. He needs to reset. Fnatic is in a great position here to just break into the base. They can look to dive if they want to.
They're going for it. That turret's going to fall very quickly. Cap's not here anywhere near in time. Perk's looking for the flank, but Caps is on his way. The Yumi's on him.
This brush right now.
Caps has QSS Flash. If Ripper goes for it, he can QSS Flash. He does it. He jumps across the wall, but Vector's already going in and with the face breaker. Oh, Caps able to flash away. Gets across the wall. Redemption coming out as Nemesis jumps forward for the fight. Fnatic trying to reset. Caps jumps across. The charm's going to land onto him, but here comes Perks. Looking for the dive onto the back line as HyliSang is already dead. Perks drives straight in, but knocked up by Selfmade. In a moment, in a heartbeat, there's the True Shot Barrage coming out as well. And G2 now have a man advantage. Selfmade jumps back in. Perks alive. There's the Monsoon. Selfmade's going to go down, and the Monsoon just heals up them all. Reckless next on the menu. Only Nemesis left alive, and Caps is staring him straight in the eye and saying, "Come at me."
This could be it, Medic. Look at the death timers on Fnatic right now. G2 have the wave. They have all 5 members, and one team fight could be enough to decide the game.
Fight as you like. In the LEC, everyone beats everyone, and it's not Fnatic today. In the end, it is G2 who look to take the win. Nemesis trying to do what he can to defend the Nexus towers, but he's exhausted. Pops a stopwatch, Caps jumps across, and Nemesis is next up for the chopping block. In the end, he's going to go down, but he's still doing what he can. HyliSang's respawned, but there's only one Nexus tower left alive, and G2 will kill HyliSang in a heartbeat. G2, in the end, after a back-and-forth game, will take the win over Fnatic, and with it, they claim top spot in the LEC.
To bias them for the rest of the votes if Caps makes it on in the future?
Yeah, I think you guys should definitely, they voted for Caps this game, but in future games you should definitely vote for me, because I'm getting robbed some games as well, and I think that I should get more votes as well. But you know, if you don't, I'll just be really sad, and then, and then I will need some more subs on my Twitch.
Oh my God, you're so desperate, actually.
I love this. You guys so much.
But you know what? Yeah, Caps should get in this game. Yeah, give some love to mid laners.
There we go. Professional opinions from mid laners. Yeah, which one? This means G2, as I said, sole control first place. The standings are just behind you if you want to take a look at them. Let's talk about the top 5, because right now, obviously, with Mad Lions, Rogue sitting with Misfits, they're in the 5th place. Then you've got, you know, G2, Fnatic, Origen all up in there. It's exactly as you predicted last week, Grabs. When you think of the games and how they've played out, you know, is anything surprising you?
Just the extent of how coin flipping Mad Lions is. Like, I just think they go from really good to really lost from game to game. But I mean, I appreciate the quality of a young team being able to like beat the good teams by playing aggressive, so that's good by them. And